That's fast. Pretty fly. Just relax it, oh my lord.
What's up, man? How you pull that off? How you pull that off?
That's the only thing they let me do is go live, man.
I thought it was saying we couldn't go live the other day.
No, they let me go live. It's like they working this joint how they feel like working it, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. These boys got to say you can't post or nothing, huh, man? They must got a
Yeah.
superpower.
I'm trying to figure out who gave this guy Dark Lord the authority to say my name, man. I thought he knew better
Ah,
than that, man.
ah.
No, I thought this guy knew better than that, man. Somebody get this guy here, man.
My
He
whole
talking
thing is,
about
man.
jealous.
My whole thing is you try to
That guy,
keep it. You try
that
to
guy
keep it as
haven't
clean as
surpassed me in
possible.
nothing. I
You
did,
tried
man.
to keep.
And
You tried to keep
I
it.
never called that guy. I never said that he got nobody locked up. I said exactly what he did. That's what he did. He
You
made
tried to
himself
keep
like
it
a
as
fool
clean
trying to
as
explain that
possible.
shit. He made himself like a fool trying to explain that shit. What are you talking about?
Nah, ain't no
No,
explaining
you
it.
said I would be better for y'all out there. It's clear as day and plain and white. He tried to make it
Oh,
seem
let me
like
ask you
somebody messed up, like they messed up typing. You heard that?
something. Yo, hold on,
I could
cuz.
say what I want. That's what I'm saying. I'm qualified to do that. You see what I'm saying? If he was at where I was at, like where I made it, like as far as street level, then he can be qualified to speak on me. He's not Chris Ab's son. He's not qualified to speak on me.
Yeah.
Ab made that guy whole image. He's not qualified. The guy that don't even have his own personality is not qualified to speak on me. He don't even have his own brain. Do what Ab say. He's not qualified to speak on me, man. I'm talking about
So
dark love is what I'm talking about.
you watched the whole interview? You just watched the whole
Yeah.
interview?
I never knew that me and Dark Lou
So
ain't
hold on.
fuck with each other. I never
Say
spoke
again?
bad about that guy before he told. Did I right?
Yeah, I
I
know.
didn't know that we
That was
didn't
news to
fuck with
me.
each other. I only knew we ain't fuck with each other once Ab got booked. He never came around.
And he never came around. Yeah, okay. Let,
That's when
let
I
me
knew
ask you
that
this.
we ain't. That's when I knew we
Let me
wasn't cool. Yeah,
let me ask
go
you
ahead.
this. So he started it off by saying he was saying per se, but he was trying to say I was pro se, meaning he was his own lawyer. That's the reason why he was qualified to talk to detectives, to
No, you're
FBI
not.
agents.
Yeah, that's a lie. You don't have
Hold
no
on.
conversation with the
Hold
police.
on, hold on, hold on.
Period.
Because hold on. I'm gonna say this only because you confusing people to think that they can go into a federal courthouse and be per se, but really pro se. You haven't even been charged yet. You haven't even been indicted yet. How are you
It's not even a
pro
court.
se?
It's
Yeah.
not even court. You're being questioned. You talking about I was representing myself.
Come
You
on, man.
sound
Like, what are
like a
you talking
rat.
about
I
here?
never called you a rat, but now you're sounding like a rat. What are you
That's
talking
what that
about?
was my whole thing.
Dark
I can't
love.
say you tried to keep it clean as much as possible.
You
You
sound like
tried to
a
keep it
rat.
clean as
I
much as
was
possible.
I was representing myself in an interrogation, motherfucker. Man, if you don't stop it, man.
Yeah, I ain't understand
I
that.
never said he snitched. I'm saying in that paperwork he said a lot of things that he shouldn't have said. He tried to say that the cops said that Taz killed 3 people, but they never wrote it in there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They wrote it in there. You saying that he killed 3 people. You saying that he sold drugs for you. That's
Look, let,
wrong. That's all I'm
let me
saying.
ask you this though. Let
That's
me ask you
wrong.
this.
You can't say
Yeah.
stuff like that. They want me to be aligned with it. I ain't aligning myself with nothing like that.
Yeah. And that's why I say, like, to be clear, you tried not to speak, like you tried not to throw him under the bus. You said, listen, he said some stuff that needed to be answered. Like we got questions. I ain't saying he told on nobody, but I'm not comfortable with what happened, what he did. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't
Right?
see what's wrong with that.
And when Ad read it, he said the same thing. Like, oh, what that mean?
He
Like, we
said,
needed clarification.
The same exact thing. The same words. I don't know what that mean. I need clarification. That's what he said, right?
That's all it was. Like nobody said, "Yo, listen, that Joe don't look cool." And the only reason he got that benefit of the doubt was because he was your folks. Like nobody else would have ever got that benefit of the doubt. Like King Ernest would have snatched his honor and all. He ain't get his honor snatched or nothing.
I stopped King Ernest from snatching his honor.
Plenty. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what are you talking about here?
You talk about somebody is jealous of him. Jealous of what?
I mean,
Y'all know everybody know I never wanted to be a rapper in OBH. That's
yeah,
not my goal. I always had my own thing. I had Ernest. You see what I'm saying? We was pushing clothes. I didn't want to rap. I could easily took that position if I wanted it. I never
yeah.
wanted it.
If it was that,
Even now, I could take that position. I don't want it.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't
We
know.
gotta.
I don't
It's
understand.
it's hard. It's hard as hell trying to make you a rapper, trying to get you to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on,
this is
man.
this
Like
is
you
what I'm
got a
saying.
talent, but you ain't.
So to
But I
so to
get it.
be
It's like all
jealous,
of this.
to
All
be
this is
to,
what's
to be
crazy to me.
jealous, what did you do on any level? You see what I'm saying? That I would be jealous of. You was just out here doing. You was out here scrambling, man. Let's keep it like. Come on, man. Let's keep it funky. You was out here scrambling, doing unsavory things to your friends, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Shout out 8 Game Garcia. Shout out Guy Fisher. I ain't gonna get into it, but
yeah.
you
Ain't
was
none of
doing
that for none of
unsavory
this.
things, man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You was just out here scrambling, man. I was helping you out, man. Can't I seen you twice?
I mean, I don't really know what this whole thing. All right,
His whole thing
what's
is
up?
he did that. He dropped that paperwork, and I said, and I spoke on it, and he don't like that. It's not my fault. You did it, bro.
But
Yo,
you didn't say
you
this. My whole
talk to
thing.
the
You didn't say
police.
nothing you haven't been saying from day one. You said exactly what you've been saying. He said some stuff that needed clarification that I didn't agree with. Everybody knows not to talk to the people.
We went to Austin,
Where's the
Texas
discrepancy
together.
at?
Hold
Like,
on.
where's the dispute?
Excuse me. We went to Austin, Texas together. I paid my own way. I spent, yeah, I took it. Come on, that boy. Come on, man.
Oh, you replying to comments?
Yeah, I carried the way. I carried the way out Texas. That boy ain't had no
I
money,
mean, that's
man.
neither here
I
nor there.
carried the way out Texas, man. Me and
That's neither
Robbie,
here
man.
nor there when they getting into, oh, I did this for him, I did that for him. Okay, you cool, you right. What
He
are you
did give
like?
me. He
Hey,
did
listen,
pull up
that's
to
a
the halfway house and give me $50, man, and I appreciate that, man.
yeah,
I
right. Like you gonna be
appreciate
sending that
that.
back. But this my
Yeah,
whole thing. That's a what they call it a tactic when you trying to a diversion tactic. I'm gonna divert
yeah,
this.
he did what
I'm
he
gonna
did.
divert this.
And the thing with Shady is, I moved without having any proof because I wanted to believe it. If somebody bring me, like I had
You talk
three
about at the
years,
beginning.
I was trying
You
to
talk about at
get
the
proof.
beginning.
This is what I don't like. three
Yeah.
years, I was trying to get some proof on this guy, man. No proof never came out
They said you
until.
put up some fake. He's all right. Let's talk about that. So when the beef first started with Shady, he wasn't never calling him a rat. It was just a beef,
Mm-mm,
whatever. He was never
no,
being called a rat,
uh-uh,
right?
never called
Clear.
him a rat.
Never called him a rat until somebody sent you some paperwork and jumped on your live,
Mm-hmm.
right? Somebody from out of town, not none of this case. You never agreed. You never said that he was a rat
Uh-uh.
until that happened, right? Somebody jumped on your live and he sent the paperwork.
Yes.
Now, because you was already beefing with him, I'm not giving you no benefit of the doubt. I don't care what somebody said you did it. Here go the paperwork they provided. I'm putting it out there. That was how it went.
That was out with.
So, what made you? What made you now? Ed say, we talked to Ed the other day. He says, no, that dude is on my. That dude was on my first discovery. They took it back. Like for 3 years, that never has come out, right? You never heard about that.
No, I never heard about that.
How many times over this whole time have you talked to Ed that nobody ever could have, nobody ever said that?
No, never.
So
Not that we talked about it though, man. Hey, man, talk. I like.
yeah,
I didn't.
yeah, I know,
You took,
but that
but
specifically would have coming out at some point. Like that would have been clear to somebody. Would have been clear to let people know that he on the paperwork.
yeah, I feel like that.
So full circle. Now, what changed your mind about that? What made you double back and say, nah, I ain't gonna believe the paperwork and all that?
What? Oh, the paperwork that was show
Yeah,
because it was it all you really see was a name
Yeah.
It don't really say he said anything or nothing like that. And
Right.
it kind of looked like somebody was telling on him when I go back and examine it. I never really looked into it too hard because main man jumped right on my live 10 minutes later to explain it. I didn't have to explain the paperwork. Main
Yeah.
man did.
You let him talk. And it's like,
Exactly.
I'm not the, like, what you want me to do here? You want me to discredit this person I don't even know? He's saying, Shady is on my paperwork. He ain't got no reason to lie. He ain't, like, we don't, I mean, not he don't got no reason to lie. You don't know him. But it's like, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sitting here defending somebody that I got a beef with. I'm not looking that far into it. I
I'm
don't
not
care
saying I
if,
don't believe. Well, I'm saying
but
that I believe that the paperwork, well, whatever proof they had would have been brought forth. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? And at this point, I'm not retracting what I said off anybody's word, nobody's
yeah,
word. Not
yeah,
one person's word can make me retract my John. You got to actually bring the facts, bring the
right,
science. Like, let me see it. Like, low paperwork, that's out there. You can go look at that shit.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You
That's
can
why
go
he
type
fighting
it
his
up,
words.
fight the case, and look at that shit. It's there. I still never called him a rat, though. I just pointed out what he did. That's
Because
what he
it's public
did.
information. It's like, how you gonna
Because
duck
it's
something that's
public
public
information.
information? I can't duck the questions. I gotta deal with it. I don't get what you know what I'm saying?
I
All
guess
right.
he upset that it was me that did it, but you just said you ain't fuck with me and I ain't fuck with you. You
Yeah,
said
so
that. I
yeah,
never
that was
said that.
news to me. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
that
like
was
that. But
that was news to me too. You came to me for help right before you got locked up. And I helped you.
yeah.
I ain't know you ain't fuck with me. You came, knocked
You
on
know,
my door and asked for some help, man. And I gave you some help, and you still slime balled one of my friends 3 days later. Yo,
yeah. But
but
we ain't
these
gonna
things,
let me ask you this though, because you ain't clear. So before that interview came, well, before we hollered at Ash and he said that um about Shady. What was what made you say, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna believe that boy from Allentown, and I'm not gonna believe that. Like, what? Talk about that. What made you say I'm not just gonna take their word for it, and that paperwork looks suspicious
well, the paperwork wasn't that looked suspicious. It was somebody else telling on all of them.
when you read it, right?
Yeah, it was somebody telling on all of them. Nobody never presented any evidence of Shady telling yet.
Right. That's all. That's all it was about. Now, what about what people say? How he, with the internet rants and all that.
Well, I didn't like the internet, France. And I'm pretty sure he didn't like it when he looked back at it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he didn't like the internet rants neither. You know what I'm saying? So I forgave him for the internet rants. I felt like he was hurt. He ain't had no way to fight 100 people.
Yeah.
Dang. So he
That's
went on his internet. So he went on his rant. It's the only way he knew how to fight 100 people. So I'm saying I'm not upset about any of it because it didn't affect my life one way or the other, and it still
yeah.
don't. So I'm not upset. I'm not even upset at Low. My whole thing is though, Low, when I came home, like you was standing next to a rat, I beat him up because he told. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You knew that boy told. You knew he told. I went right in his mouth from the rip. Oh, what is this guy doing around me? He can't be around me.
Yeah.
Boop, pop, boop, pop. You see what I'm saying? You was okay with rats, man. So what is this? I don't understand this. He know me. I don't understand why he can even speak like any kind of way about me with conviction. Like
Right.
probably
And
because I changed my life. I think it's
yeah,
because I changed my life, so he has nothing to be afraid of now. So I guess
yeah.
that's why I don't know.
I don't even think the whole thing is like really like what Lowe did and where Lowe stand and all that. That's solidified. You can't really debate that. It's like he said what he said. He fighting his own words. All you did was say, "Listen, man, I ain't agree with that, and I need a clarification." I think people was
Yeah.
confused with because Ad saying that main man told,
Well, a
and
couple.
you like, I
Well, a
don't
couple
believe it.
things, man. Chili, what's
But
up, Chili? Well, a couple things, man. You're not allowed to be talking to the police and say that somebody killed 3 people.
yeah, that's just like, come on,
That's
what are we
one.
doing here?
You're not allowed to be talking to the police and be saying and say that, yeah, he used to sell drugs for me. That's two. And what the fuck do I will be better for y'all out there? Like I said, I would be way better for y'all out there. I don't know what
He
that
said
means. And
he
then when
said
I
that was a
asked him what
mistype.
that mean, he
He said it was
said,
a misprint.
no, that's not what he told me. You see what I'm saying? I asked
That's
him what
not what he
that
told.
meant.
That's not what he
He
said on the phone
said,
at all.
I don't know. He said, I
He
don't know
said I
what
don't
I was
remember
thinking when
saying
I
that.
said that.
He
First
said
he
if I
said, I
said
don't
it, I thought I
remember.
was just talking shit.
Then
He
he
said
said,
if I said it,
I don't know what I was thinking when I said that, but I know I wasn't on no telling shit because I know me. I couldn't take that. I
yeah.
couldn't take that as law. You don't know what you meant by you said that. Why would you say
The
some
most
shit like that?
important thing, like, and this my thing is, dudes act like my discovery. I'm gonna go through it with a fine tooth comb, so you can't tell me what I said. I already. He act like this is the first time he was hearing it. What are you
He
saying?
talk
I
about the
said it's like, yo, this
feds.
is public
He
information.
talk about Dale Tailed as the gladiator school. He ain't get scratched. Dale Tailed is a rat fest. What are you talking about? It's not no gladiator school. What are you
Yeah,
talking about? You tripping. That's not what that is down there. Down there is a bunch of rats and a bunch of people trying to stay away from the rats. You sound like you had the time of your fucking life in there. I was checking people pick. Like, what that? Y'all street dudes is weird. Y'all act like this stuff's just thorough. Yeah, I just ain't nobody touch me. Just that. You sound like an idiot, man. Gotta
I'm
get
just
out
trying
this
to.
street mentality, man. You have to leave that street mentality alone. And you gotta be real with yourself, man.
You can't make no sense of that shit. It don't make no sense. You can't make sense of it.
You gotta be real with yourself, man. You say, listen, man, I messed up, man. I said some things I shouldn't have said. And, I ain't get nobody locked up. Cool,
Leave it
I
at
can
that.
accept
That's
it.
all it would have been. It's like, no, I was tripping, I panicked, whatever. Like
I can
he said,
accept
he
that.
was pro se. He said he wanted that job pro. I'm pro se. I could talk to them people. What?
You went in an interview, pro se, an interrogation. He said I went in an interrogation, pro se.
I gotta tell you,
I
that's
don't
the
know why
first time
people
I ever
be
heard
going
that.
on these Jones and talking. You just need to just be quiet. You was
That's the
doing
first
better.
time I ever heard that.
You was doing better being quiet. I felt like I was cocky. No, I could talk to the cops. I could do that. That's why you made yourself look like a rat, thinking that you could do that. You can't
Yeah.
do that.
Now you trying to fight your own words.
You cannot talk to them people, man. Talking about per se, it's pro se.
Yeah. Now you trying to fight your own words. That's the problem. Now people gotta say, oh, what he meant, and we gotta dissect everything you
That's
said.
what I'm
This is
saying.
why this
So,
is a federal case. How are
so
you?
how am
First
I
of all, this is
wrong?
my
Y'all
whole
keep
thing.
saying don't say nothing to the police, but y'all can't like what? So then, what did I do wrong by admonishing that man by saying
Hold
something
on,
to
hold on.
by
Let me
saying
address
way
this
too
real
much?
quick, Lee.
Then you
Hold
got
on.
to understand that there's at least 4 or 5 paragraphs blacked out that we don't know what was said.
Yeah, that's crazy. Same thing with shady paperwork. They keep talking about why'd you post fake paperwork. The paperwork wasn't fake. It was redacted so much.
It
It
was
was
redacted.
redacted.
It was blacked out so much that we couldn't really see everything. We just seen the name.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
main
And,
man explained it. I don't know their case. I don't know nothing about that.
and
I
you
can't
talking about
explain it.
shady paperwork now.
Yeah,
That joint it was redacted so much. That's why people thought it was fake. It wasn't. Well, we don't know if it was fake. We don't.
because he
We
wanted
ain't.
to talk. That's why he ain't going
Yeah,
there with a lawyer.
yeah. He said, "Why not go in here with a lawyer? Because he was pro se, or he was
He
per
was
se. He was per se. So he
he
said,
was
I don't
per
need no
se.
lawyer. I can handle myself. And he just pleaded. And my whole thing is he pled guilty. What was the conversation for? You just pled guilty. What did
And
you
you
have a
keep talking
conversation with
about
the
you was
people
in
for?
there for a letter. You was in there for a gun of the letters. Now why you keep missing this gun? Where's the gun?
I don't really want to get into all that. That's his business until further notice. But
Now you
why
keep
I'm just
talking
trying.
about why would I go in there and tell myself and I just got but you just
Oh,
said you just took a gun. You said I claimed that gun. I said it was mine. You said that.
right. So what was the need for the conversation? He said he was trying to get his brothers out.
No, we should have left it alone, but I ain't want to leave it alone. What are you talking about? That's the shady shit. He's saying if you couldn't read it, y'all should have just left it alone. Probably could have.
No, we was ops. You was ops. Of course, I'm going
I
to use
didn't want to
everything I
leave it
got
alone.
against you.
I wanted that guy to be a rat.
Right.
And that was like the
But no,
proof.
you didn't actually want him to be a rat because every time somebody would say, you say, no, I ain't. This is rat behavior, but he
That
didn't
don't mean
tell.
I
He didn't
didn't
want to
want
be.
him to be a rat.
Yeah.
I still wanted it to be true. Even though
Right.
every
I
time
mean, like
somebody
you.
asked me, I never said it
Yeah.
was true until I seen that shit. Now that shit don't add up. Now if somebody come to me with some proof, I can't take people's words. A lot of people took words and was wrong.
So
I know
I think that's
people make
another thing that
mistakes,
confused
people
me.
lie, people do all types of things. No, that's not no hate. That boy got paperwork on him, man.
That's what I don't understand. What did you mean hate?
What's wrong, dude?
It's like you're not allowed. I can't say when something ain't right.
That's why I've dealt with the streets, man. You see the double standards of the streets, man.
So Mayman said you wanted him to be a rat. What kind of shit is that?
Yeah, they were
You're not
saying he
talking
was
about
a
low though.
rat,
You're
and I
talking about
wanted it to be true. What are you talking about?
yeah. It's like y'all was beefing, so you said if that's true, then yeah, that validate everything I'm saying. I guess they confused because we going back and forth between dark, low, and shady because it's two different things. Like people would say they coming at you because
Well, put
you
some
mended the
questions in
relationship
a
with Trey.
box.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, if it was some fact to that, Doughboy CB, somebody got to give me some evidence, man. At this point, I went
Yeah,
off my word the first time with no real fact. I can't do it again.
yeah,
So I need some evidence. That's all. I'm gonna need some evidence. You see how they got that shit on low? That like that paperwork, black and white. You can just go and read that shit. Like I need some shit like that.
yeah. I mean, that's normally what the barometer is. If it ain't no paperwork, it ain't happening. And like you thought initially that it was paperwork. That paperwork came out. Somebody jumped the loud, said he got to turn himself in. It's like people keep saying like,
Nah,
you doing this only because dark low this like him showing you love don't have nothing to do with nothing. If somebody ain't right,